Start. Thing.
Hello again, this is BGFH and welcome back to Illegally Cited, and I'm back for another iOS game video. This time, however, up to this point I've shown you some mainstream games that have been low vision accessible, but today I'm going to show you guys a game that is actually voiceover accessible, and yes, it is actually a mainstream game. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to start a whole other playlist or kind of naming this series to separate the voiceover accessible from the low vision spotlights, or if I'm just going to label them as accessible under the current playlist. So however this turns out anyway, here is the look at a first accessible iOS voiceover game. And this game has been really popular on Twitter and Applevis, and I've just heard about it everywhere lately online, so I decided, well, it's free, I should probably check it out. And the game I'm going to look at today is called Solara. Solara, not sure, but anyway, that's what we're going to take a look at today. Going to go to my little task switcher here.
Solara.
And pop into it here. So I've been playing this for a while now, and what you're seeing here is kind of my current progress in the main screen of the game. And what is Solara? Basically, how I would describe it, it's kind of a mixture between like a Facebook game where you're building up your town or kingdom or mafia or whatever it happens to be. But you're building up, in this case, you're building up your kingdom, your castle, and you combine it with a kind of like a Sim Tower kind of thing. If you remember the old Sim games, like Sim City, Sim Tower, that kind of thing. And then it's like a kind of like an RPG or like tactics game, like Final Fantasy Tactics or Tactics Ogre, or like Ogre Battle, those kinds of things. So it's weird because normally I'm not into these games very much, these style of games, but this one is actually kind of addicting and kind of fun. I've been playing it for a few days now, off and on, and I think it really fits this, being a phone game, because you can pick it up, play it for 5-10 minutes, and then you put it down and wait for some of your resources to recharge, and then you can go do some stuff. So I'm going to try my best. This isn't going to be a comprehensive look at every little thing in the game, but I want to show you how this game works. So, in the middle of the screen I've got my huge tower, and I'm going to start at the top left of the screen here. I'm in landscape. Come on.
162 gold.
Alright, so I got 162 gold right now. I'm going to flick to the right because we're going to go in order so we don't miss anything.
109 Esper.
109 Esper. This is some kind of it's like a weird resource that is very hard to come by, it would seem, that you need for building certain structures to your castle. And various other things that I haven't quite determined yet, but kind of a rare resource.
160/160 food.
Alright, so 160 food. And what that is basically it tells me, that's what I use when I go into battle and when I upgrade my guys. And actually, I'm going to...
Language. Headings.
Come on.
Words. Characters. Language. Headings. Speech rate. 50%, 40%, 35%. 30%.
I forgot to...
Language.
Come on.
Words.
Okay. I just wanted to switch my speed there because I forgot to slow it down before I started this video. So, we were on... Come on.
160/160 food.
Okay, so we were on food.
243 population.
243 population right now in our kingdom.
Level of progress, 11%.
That's my progress to the next level, so I'm currently only at 11% right now.
Level 13.
But I am a level 13. So we'll keep flicking to the right.
Button.
I can take a screenshot if I like, but I'm not going to.
Quests. Button.
There is my quest. We'll get into that shortly.
People. Button.
People. Those are just people like leaderboards and stuff, I believe.
Options. Button.
Options. Pretty self-explanatory.
App Store and Treasure. Button.
App Store and Treasure. This is where, like I said, it's a free-to-play game, but, you know, a lot of these things, just the reason I say it's like a Facebook game is a lot of those are timing-based, so you can do so much until you run out of, let's say, your gold, or your esper, or your food. And then you have to wait a set amount of real-life time before those resources recharge. Now, you can pay real money to buy some of those resources to get things done faster. Or let's say that you're waiting time for one of your castle additions to be built, you can pay to speed up the process of that too. I have not paid any money yet, but seeing as how it is free, and this game was not actually meant originally to be accessible to voiceover users, but you know, once people tried it and learned that, hey, this is partially accessible, in the beginning, they contacted the developer, and he's been really receptive about making it accessible, and now it's gotten to the point where it's pretty much good to go. There are maybe a couple little things here and there that maybe could be tweaked, but mostly it's really good. So I'm thinking, you know, just to support the guy and him supporting us as blind and low vision users, when I really hit a really big wall in progress, I probably will throw him a few bones here. So let's keep flicking to the right.
Arena button.
Arena, this is where you can challenge other live players to battle, and you can win tournaments, which rewards you in like cash and esper and things like that. I've started doing that a little bit. I think that doesn't unlock until you reach level 10.
Heroes button.
Heroes, we'll get into that in a minute too.
Build button.
Build. That's where I build shops and food places and castle upgrades. We'll get to that shortly.
Collect 2,254 gold from 32 shops.
Okay, I have 32 shops right now, and I'm going to collect all that, so I'm going to double tap.
Collect from
Boom.
shops. Dim.
Collect from shops. So I'm going to go back down to my build
Build button.
in the corner, in the lower right corner. I'm going to flick right
Collect
again.
from shops. Open new shops. Dim. Button.
Open new shops, dimmed, because I don't have any in progress, so I'm not going to build them. So I flicked through everything on the screen right now, and on the main screen, what we've got here is we've got, you know, our quests are, and we have our bar with all of our status bar at the top, which is all of our resources and levels and things like that. On the left side, top left, below that we've got our quests area, and then we've got our settings and people and things like that in the upper right. And in the lower right, we have our arena, our build, and our heroes screen. So you don't once you learn kind of where those things are visually around the screen, I can drag my finger.
Build button. Heroes button. Arena button.
Okay. So I just, you know, move my finger around that lower part of the screen, and I find that to be a lot more useful, especially when I'm wanting to go into certain things and I just know where they are. So that is the overall main screen. Since I do have that 15-minute...
Voiceover
Oops,
off.
I did not mean to turn voiceover off.
Landscape.
I'm going to pop back to my recording software here
App switcher. X-ray.
really quick and see how much time I have. Alright, I've got a little bit more time, so this may be a 2-video look at this game just to cover it all.
Home button to the right.
Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I will start by showing you my hero screen.
Heroes button.
Right now, like I said, I'm a level 13,
Back.
and here is my hero screen. Now this is kind of laid out. On the left hand side, you've got a grid of all of your heroes that you've currently unlocked, their heroes and what their classes are. And on the right, you have, right now it's empty, but when I double tap on one of these heroes, it'll give me that hero's stats, what his abilities are, and the opportunity to level him up with either gold or food. So, for instance, I'm going to start at the top left here.
Maru. Champion. Level 11. Button.
Okay, he's a level 11 champion. I still got to get him up to 13. I'm going to double tap on him once.
Maru. Champion. Level 11.
Now if I slide my finger, again, I'm kind of cheating with low vision. I could flick all the way through this, but once you sort of get an idea where things are, you can kind of use your muscle memory and just get to the right area on the screen that you want.
Train with 300 gold. Button.
So I can train him with 300 gold, and I have to do that a few times to get him up to the next level. I'm going to train him a couple of times here.
Train with 300 gold.
I'll do it again. You hear the little cha-ching.
Train with 300 gold.
We'll do it
Train
again.
with 12 food.
Okay. He is now a level 12 because now it's switched to food. So every other level it seems to bounce back between food and cash. Now if I flick right,
Life.
life,
320.
320.
Armor. 6. Resist.
Okay.
0. War cry. Plus 28. Damage bonus for warriors.
Damage, okay.
Attack. 89. Melee damage.
Okay. So this guy gets a melee bonus. He gets a little bit more melee damage. Let me choose another
Rusty.
hero here.
Footman. Level. Kumquat. Zora. Mage.
Let's
Level
do a
13.
mage.
Zora. Mage. Level 13.
So she's a 13. If I go down over here to my stats,
Amplify.
come on.
Amplify. Minus 28. Penalty to resist.
Okay.
Amplify. 3. Resist. 0.
Okay, so basically she's a mage, and they have their own. So there's mages, there's archers, there are champions, there's bards, and you have to kind of consider each class and what their strengths and weaknesses are when going into battle. And I think I am going to split this up into 2 videos because like I said, there's just so much to cover in this game that I want to do it justice. So let's go. That is a brief look at the hero screen, and again, it's just one of those things you're going to have to kind of play with a little bit in order to learn the layout. And it does seem really overwhelming at first. I mean, I was a little bit confused at first myself, but once you do kind of figure it out, it's actually pretty quick to get around. And I can, like I said, once I find that all my resources have been charged up, I can pop into the game, do a few things, and I'm in and out within 5-10 minutes tops. So I'm going to end this video here, and we'll continue the look at this game, Solara, available in the App Store now for free. I will continue this demo in the next video.
Stop.